Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are watching Season 2, Episode 15 of Lost, and there's two things I want to say real quick before we get into it, and that is, yes, this place has changed. Calvin and I switched the computer room and the filming room, which are literally right next to each other, so things look a little bit different. Obviously, we're still in the transition phase, so I don't think this is the final look, but I apologize that we're a bit bare bones right now. Second off, because I know it is going to be every single question in the comment section of the video, no, I did not recognize Kate's dad. I thought the actor looked familiar. I was binging a lot of Marvel shows, still am, and movies with Calvin over the break, so I thought I recognized him from that. I didn't even place that that's who he was, so no, I did not. Thankfully, my editor told me, and people on Patreon told me, so I do know. And it was so obvious when they told me that Kate's dad was in the last episode, and he even looks at a picture of young Kate, and I still somehow missed it, you guys. I don't know how, but I did. So, I'm going to try to be more locked in this episode. I don't really have a lot more to say, so let's just get right into it and see what happens this time.
What are you doing here? You stay away from us.
He's infected, isn't he?
Oh shit.
What?
Like the sickness?
Your child. He's sick.
Let's get away.
Is it like the sickness? The
You don't remember, do you?
I'm sorry, we're...
It's a vaccine. We don't want him to get sick.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hey, get back! Get away from her!
They are so mean to Russo. I mean, I kind of get it, but also, like, she's been very helpful.
What did she say to you?
She said she knew he was sick, okay? That he's infected.
Claire, there is no infection.
Well,
We've been on this island for 2 months and no one's gotten sick.
no one from your group.
Russo's crazy.
What about the
We're
tailies?
gonna let the fever just run its course.
Did they have anybody that
Fine.
got sick? I mean, the others took them out first, maybe.
Hey,
Flippy.
Hey guys.
so you're a shrink, right?
They're hanging out.
I'm a clinical psychologist, but shrink works too.
Can you help people remember things?
I guess it depends on what you need to remember.
There was this man, Ethan. We thought he was one of us from the plane, but he wasn't. I have no idea what happened, and now I'm seeing these flashes of things, and
Okay, yeah, the flashes.
you know, I have amnesia. There's 2 weeks missing from my life.
Claire, I don't think you have amnesia.
She's probably repressing
You know,
it.
sometimes when something terrible happens to us, there's a little switch in your head that flicks on.
You're
to
like, I
protect
will
us from having to deal
repress
with it.
the shit out of this.
Maybe your memories aren't gone. Maybe you're just blocking them.
That means
And then I need you
it
to
was
unblock them.
traumatic, right?
Keep listening to my voice.
I always wonder if stuff like this actually works.
Think about what you see.
You know, like in real life, would you actually be able to do this? I feel like my brain would just be like, annoying.
Vaccine. We don't want him to get sick.
Okay.
When was your last checkup, Claire?
Oh, I haven't been in a while.
I'm going to give you a shot now, Claire.
Okay.
A little medicine for your baby.
That's Ethan! That's the fucking plant, bitch!
I saw him. It was Ethan.
Okay, but you didn't see everything. You need to go back in. Go back. There's something else you're still repressing. It's interesting, though, because, like, she's being very Russo-esque in her desperation. You know? I mean, desperation makes people do crazy things. Okay, I was like, if this isn't Echo and they just showed us him chopping down a tree shirtless, they were like, for the plot.
Check it out. Found a new pair of glasses damn near my prescription.
You like him?
You look so silly.
She's going after Russo with or without me.
better with.
No boys allowed, huh? All right, what do you want? 9mm or rifle?
9mm. That's what I'd choose. But I don't really know how to shoot a rifle.
I think it's time for a surprise.
I really hated the way that he worded that. Escape hatch. Dharma. Fucking Dharma shit. Oh. This gives prison cell
For your
vibes.
baby, Claire.
This
It's amazing.
is it? I mean, I guess if you live in a tent, it's not really a tent on an island. Sure.
Ethan.
Ooh.
Wait here, I'll be right
No,
back.
turn the fuck around. I want to see who called you.
Okay.
Maybe this is de-hypnotizing her or whatever.
What the hell happened? You were supposed to make the list and then bring her in. Was I unclear?
It's not my fault. They knew I wasn't on the plane. They had a manifest.
Well, what am I supposed to tell
It's
him?
that guy.
You know what he's gonna do when he finds out?
I'm supposed to tell him.
Damn it, Ethan.
So he's not in charge. Mr. Friendly, right? He said, what do I tell him? So he's not in charge. Then who the fuck is? Who the fuck is?
You believe me now, don't you?
I want you to take me back there. I remember the room, the medicine, a teenage girl.
Alex.
So don't lie to me and make out you don't know what I'm talking about. My baby is sick,
you
and
think it
you're
was-
going to take me back there to get what he needs right now.
Her daughter that said, get out.
It's not far from here.
She'll take her back because she wants her daughter.
I wish to speak to him alone.
Ooh.
Can you arrange this?
What does he wanna...
Why should I do that?
Because you wish to keep this a secret.
He got you there, Jack. Jackie boy. Echo's like, I know something you don't want me to know. Therefore, you're gonna do something you don't want to do. For me.
You grabbed me, that's why I scratched you, because you were taking me back to them.
Nope.
Is that what you think? You said you remembered. That's why I brought you here. You lied.
Hey! Get your hands off of her.
Do it.
Put her out of her misery. She's been here for 16 years, most of which she's been by herself. So you can understand how she would be like, you know what? Fuck it.
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, they were gonna kill her and keep the
I wish you
baby?
didn't have to go.
Oh, they were gonna kill her and keep the baby.
Maybe I don't have to go.
We've been through this, Claire. There's not enough vaccine for you and the baby.
But I'm not sick.
Thank God. And once you've delivered, you can go back to your friends and hopefully you'll stay that way.
They were gonna, they weren't gonna kill her, but
What
they
if
were just gonna keep her fucking baby? Creepy ass fucks.
Hey, nobody's going to take him from you unless that's what you want.
But she's
You have a choice.
drugged.
We're good people, Claire. We're a good family.
You're drugging her and touching her in an inappropriate
If you're
way.
gonna
That's
trust
freaking me
us
the
with
fuck
your
out.
child, I want you to be sure.
You have to stop drugging her. That's not
Okay?
consent, buddy. Like she's clearly fucked up. This is giving horror movie vibes, and I'm scared they're gonna jump scare me. Theatrical glow. Oh, it's Happy's, not Happy. Why did I call him Happy? Mr. Friendly's fake persona, right? Because he looked real clean and clean shaven and stuff when we saw him in Claire's flashback. Wake up. Okay, Another memory.
Who are you?
They'll hear you.
This is Russo's kid.
You have to get out of here.
What?
You have to get out of here. Now.
No.
What?
I can't leave. I can't
Come on.
leave. No. What are you talking about?
You're going to die. They're going to cut him out of here.
Yeah.
I can get you back to your camp, but we have to leave now.
No. Hey, you're lying. You're lying, okay? I'm sure about
Ma'am, you are drugged as fuck. I'm really
It
not.
was in here. The vaccine was in here.
Yeah. Everything's gone from there. Why
The
are
vaccine
you
was in here.
surprised?
Where is it? You were bringing me back here. Where is it? You know
She
where it is,
wasn't.
don't you? Tell me. Tell me where it is. Tell me. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh. Oh, she saved her. She saved her. Honestly, that saved you. You didn't remember. But it's sad how everybody keeps hating on Rousseau and
Where are you going?
she's only done like one little thing.
You're not the only one who didn't find what they were looking for.
She just wants her daughter. You should tell her that her daughter is the one who saved you as well. At least that's who I'm assuming that was.
She helped me. She saved me. Just like you did. She wasn't like the others. She was good.
That's what I hoped for. God, I hope that's her kid.
And I hope your baby is not infected. But if it is, I hope you know what must be done.
Damn. I mean, to be fair, we've just kind of been passing this possibly infected baby around, so I'm not sure we do know what needs to be done. I don't think anybody could do what needs to be done, though. Like, looking at a cute little baby,
I am Mr. Echo.
Mr. Echo.
Henry Gale.
Do you mind if I sit, Henry?
Okay.
First night I spent on this island,
See, have you seen him? Have you seen
I
him?
was dragged into the jungle by two men.
Was he one of them?
They never spoke a word to me, nor I to them.
But...
I killed these men,
oh yeah, he did kill them. Never mind.
smashed in their head with a stone. I need you to know how sorry I am for this.
Bro, you were protecting yourself. That's self-defense.
I need you to know that I am back on the righteous path now,
Self-defense. You shouldn't
and
feel...
that I regret my actions.
Don't regret that.
I ask you for your forgiveness.
You don't need forgiveness from him.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I needed to tell someone.
I mean, it sounds like, from what I remember that episode of you just saying that, and you just saying that, it was self-defense. Oh, why are you cutting off your little beard things? Symbolic, I assume. Like how he gave them the stick, but he still has a knife.
Fever's broken.
Aww.
The rash has even started to fade.
Thank you so much.
I didn't do anything. I'll,
That's the truth. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, he was right in this instance, but also, like, I feel like he was quite dismissive of her. Oh my goodness, that baby is so cute! Ah! I still remember what that psychic said about this baby, though, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes with that.
Dostoevsky had his virtues, too. He was a genius, for one.
So which one are you? Are you the genius? Or are you the guy who always feels like he's living in the shadow of the genius?
He doesn't have to be either one, does he?
I was never very much into literary analysis.
No English major for you then.
I just don't understand why you let the doctor call the shots.
He's trying to get into their heads.
No one calls the shots.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. But he's trying
Jack and I make decisions
He's
together.
trying to fuck with you, Locke.
Right, okay.
No, he's trying to get in your head, Locke. Don't let him. Look, don't talk to this man. This is
My mistake.
clear manipulation. This is clear manipulation. Like, Jack does call the shots, let's be honest, but he's trying to get in there. Cause divide. Wow. Now he knows he's gotten to you. This is exactly what he wanted. This is exactly what he wanted. Fucking. I assumed it was over, but just wanted to check. That's exactly what he wanted, Locke! So, this episode was so good. I'm sorry that I was feeling in a very talkative mood during it. Maybe you guys like that, though, so let me know. But I really liked this episode. I like that we finally get to see what happened to Claire. I honestly didn't think that we were gonna get to know, at least not like fully to the extent that we did. I thought that maybe at some point she would like think about it again or something. But it's been so long now since she got kidnapped and didn't remember. I kind of just assumed that we were gonna be in the like she doesn't remember section from now on, I guess. So that was really cool. I am very disturbed by the clear drugging that was happening to Claire in this episode. And I hate that she was so apologetic about wanting to give her baby up to the others, because she was in an altered state of mind when she was thinking that, right? So she was trusting this person and thinking maybe it's what's best for her baby, because she was still in that limbo of she wasn't planning on keeping this baby originally, and she thought maybe I'm not ready, maybe I'm not the best person for this baby. They tell her that there's a vaccine and it's only available to one of them and it's gonna save her baby. So she was doing it, like her thought process is that she was trying to give her baby's best chance, on top of the fact that she was clearly in an altered state of mind and constantly drugged up to make her more pliable, more agreeable, more X, Y, and Z-able, I don't know exactly what drug, but the way that the actress was playing herself in those scenes, it's very clear that she is under the influence of something, right? And honestly, I feel like this made Ethan 10 times creepier than he was before, because I did not like the familiarity with which he was associating with her, that he was touching her, that he was being close to her when she was in this altered state. Like, it was very, very disturbing. And I think that's the point of it, because we already know that he was like super mega levels of creep, right? Based off, and just fucked up because of what he did to Charlie, everything we saw of him in the past. So yeah, that just added another layer to it. It's really cool that we got to possibly see Russo's daughter in this episode, and that she does have some sort of like inherent goodness in her that is allowing for her to still be good despite being raised by the others, right? It's really interesting too, because Ethan said in this episode, like, we're good people, we're a good family. And I wonder if that is actually the way that they view themselves. Which I think is really interesting, because usually the villain doesn't see themselves as the villain, right? Or else they wouldn't be the villain. Usually the villain sees themselves as like the hero or the good guy. So it's really interesting to see that they've adopted that narrative for themselves, that they're good people, that they're a good family, that they're in any sort of iteration good, when we've seen the sort of horrific, really bad things that they have done and have been willing to do to people under the guise of like being good. And I'm just curious how they frame that narrative in their own heads so that they're the good guys, you know? And I wonder if it has to do with whoever he is, because we have now figured out that Mr. Friendly, which is just what I'm going to call him because I think that's what it was, Mr. Smiley, Mr. Friendly, something like that. You guys know who I'm talking about. He, in the past, has sort of been presented as almost the leader, right? He was in the boat, if I remember correctly, when Walt was taken. He was the one who talked to Jack and Sawyer and them in the woods that day when the confrontation happened, and he was sort of presented as the leader in that situation as well. So I guess in my mind I had sort of defaulted him to like the leader of the others, but he said that he was going to be upset at what where the fuck did I get Peter from? Ethan had done. So that's really interesting, because that means that there's somebody else, this like mythical, at least currently, mythical he who is at the head of the others that we still haven't met and have no idea about, which I personally just absolutely love, because the mystery of who the others are, where they come from, what they want, like why they're here, why any of this is happening, is one of my favorite aspects of this show. Like, I love these little tidbits that we get to like find out more little things, and it just makes me want to find out all of the things. But yeah, I wonder who he is, right? And if we'll see him. I also I just constantly feel bad for Rousseau in this show. Rousseau and Sawyer, I feel, have done questionable things, but I feel like every single action they do is questioned because of some questionable things, whereas other characters have also done questionable things, but it doesn't mean that every single action that they take is then questioned, right? So sure, Rousseau did kidnap a baby. That's a big deal. I'm not saying that they should just get over that. But there were extenuating circumstances, right? She lost her child. She thought maybe she could trade this baby for her kid. Is it still pretty fucked up? Yes. Can you, as a human, understand? I think so. I guess I'm just gonna be the Rousseau-Sawyer apologist in this show, and like, I'm sorry. But also, I love both of them, so not sorry. Something else, a very, very small part of this episode, but it has to be mentioned. Okay? Hurley and Libby. They were hanging out. They were hanging out together. They were being cute. This is how I feel. I ship it, okay? Also, I don't know if you guys actually know the answer to this or not, but in shows and stuff like that, people always talk to therapists and they do the little, not really hypnosis, but sort of like, I don't know the word for it, but it feels kind of like hypnosis thing to get them to remember repressed memories. And like, does anyone know the accuracy of that sort of thing? Because I think it's awesome. Would love to do it, honestly. I know there's a lot of stuff that I've, blocked out in my head. But I like, is that even possible? And like, what is the reliability of the information that your brain gives you? Because our brains are horrible, horrible at actually remembering things. Like, from what I understand, our brains change small details every time we remember something so that like the truth of the memory is therefore not 100% accurate. So I wonder like what the reliability and like the full truth of these memories would be. Just a thing. I do like that throughout this episode, Claire's journey, sort of her journey of how she feels about being Aaron's mother, really kind of comes full circle, because I feel like her journey throughout the show so far has been, in her flashbacks and on the island now, all about accepting that she thinks that she can be a capable and good mother to her son. And we've really seen her grow and change throughout the series to come to the conclusion that she did in this episode, that they're meant to be together. So I really liked the way that they did that, and I liked seeing that sort of full circle moment for her where she realizes that even if she might not be the quote-unquote best option, that she is still the best option because she loves him in a way that no one else does, right? So I really liked that. I thought Echo talking to Henry was interesting. I don't know Echo's character super well yet because we've only seen him a handful of times, but it makes sense to me because of his religious sort of views and how he feels about himself after his brother's death and how he feels about his brother and all that stuff, that he would seek repentance or penance. I'm not religious enough, I'm sorry. But that he would seek that for what happened and his part in it. I just personally don't think that he should regret something that was done in self-defense to keep himself safe and to protect himself. Personally. Also, while we're talking about fucking little Henry bitch, he is so clearly manipulating Locke to try to turn him against Jack, which honestly, like, low-hanging fruit, really, because they already don't get along. Like, this is them 99% of the time. So he's just trying to, like, wedge his way in there to further that divide, to try to somehow get out, right? And that, to me, proves above everything that he is another. You know? I will say, too, though, real quick, about Jack and Locke. When Locke's like, hey, what's the long-term plan for this prisoner guy? And then Jack's like, well, what's the long-term plan for the button? And it's... they don't really feel similar because one is a button, one is a living human being. One. Two, I think that their long-term plan for the button is to just keep hitting the button. No? Like, maybe at some point create, if possible, a mechanized thing that can do it for you. So a person doesn't always have to be in there awake every 90 minutes. But I think that that is the long-term plan with that. With this prisoner that you're keeping, it's been 2 days. I think it's valid to ask what the long-term plan is, you know? I don't know. I feel like Jack just does not like Locke. And he doesn't respect him. Maybe he respects him. I don't know. But I feel like he doesn't like Locke. I feel like it comes from his issues with his father. And it's just, they're just not gonna get along, you know. And there it comes back to the whole man of faith, man of science sort of idea as well. So it's just frustrating to me because, like, at this point, I'm like, just figure it out. You know, like, just get along. I'm glad that Claire told Rousseau about the girl. I hope that that is Rousseau's daughter. Did I already talk about this? I feel like I did. Anyway, if I did, I'm just reiterating it, but yeah. I just hope it is, and I hope that Rousseau will get to be reunited with her daughter, because I really like Rousseau, and I think that she deserves that. Also, I think that the medicine is the same thing that Desmond was taking in the bunker, but I'm not sure because they didn't show it that long, and they also didn't show the one that... I looked at the one Desmond took at the time. I don't think it had a name on it, so... It didn't say what it was. Also, at this point, with the number of people who have been like, hey, this weird thing exists on this island, or this weird thing happened here, like, I'm just gonna start, if I was them, I would just start believing people, because historically, they've been correct. Also, I think we need to go and, like, as a group, en masse, investigate that bunker, because there could be clues there that were left behind that tell us something about the others that we don't know. So that's just what I'm thinking. I think that that's all that I really have to say about this episode, though. I really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to watch the next one. I hope that you guys also really enjoyed it, and if you want to watch the next one, you can right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, which will be linked in the description down below. While you're over there, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes thus far of Lost. That is over on Patreon as well. Once again, linked in the description down below. And yeah, that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time for episode 16 of Lost. Until then, bye guys!